Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play PK Out of the Shadows for the Sony PlayStation 2. Also available on Nintendo GameCube. In the last episode, we started exploring the Nevada desert for the first time, and we completed the canyon stage. Now we are in Area 52 proper. So we are now in the whole military installation area, which means more things. I honestly don't really know what else it means other than the same gameplay we've kind of grown to get used to at this point. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. There's nothing behind us at the start, we just need to go forward and grab some shots here. And as soon as we go over here, we will need to deal with an Abronian and a cool flame. And another cool flame. That's fun. And we need to leap our way up here. Those things will push you if you're in them when they move out of the wall. So you want to be careful. Also, we just picked up some new ammo. These little spiral shots that do slightly more damage than the more powerful shots that we've been getting throughout the game. Like, usually it took 4 of the more powerful shots to take care of a cool flame. These, you only need 3. And I'm waiting here to get the timing down on these pushers so that way I can easily get these icons for the checkpoints without being pushed into the purple goop of instant death. We need to hit that before we can get through the door. Just making sure I look for anything else before I did that. And once we hit our first checkpoint, we will have to watch out. Ooh.
Pay attention, PK. This cool flame is more agile than the first one. Keep your eyes open. He is simple-minded, but very dangerous.
We not only have to deal with the rescuing of a scientist, but we also have to deal with a more advanced version of the cool flames, which have even more heat and fire coming out of their heads than usual. And also jump around and fire a lot more quickly than the cool flames we've been seeing in past stages. Anyway, we had to jump on the destruct that just crashed down here and took care of the second hot flame for us. I'm kind of tempted to call the more advanced, quicker, more deadlier versions of the cool flames that we just met hot flames, just because. And if you're wondering how I got down here, where these 2 electric barriers meet, that's where you need to press square so you can use the Iron Fist ability. And from here you can drop down and get some more shots and some more teleporter or checkpoint icons. Ditto for these 2 broken floors that you need to also break for more icons as well. And once we go through here, we will have to deal with more cool flames. If they have a blue flame, it's the easier version. If they have a red flame, you're going to be in for a bad time. And I don't know why I allowed myself to get hit there. That was dumb. Yeah, you can tell by the red flame on their heads, as well as the projectiles that they have, that you're dealing with a more dangerous version of the cool flame. They also make that laughing sound whenever they jump around too, which can make them a pain in the butt. Sometimes they'll have the more advanced guns, but won't show the quickness. Sometimes they'll have both the quickness and the more powerful gun, it seems. Because some of the guns that they're shooting, the projectiles are starting to look different. And I want to drop down here for health because I'm going to need so much of it. And by the way, you can rise up without the barriers hitting you. You just got to know where you're going and just where to position yourself. And you're here. And that's here. Gotta be careful here because we have more of the enemies here. If I could shoot you without getting into a whole heap of trouble, that'd be great. And if I could get to the other scientist without getting in a heap of trouble, that'd be great. Somehow managed to save those two scientists. So what happened was there were some conveyor belts as well as some crates that were moving back and forth on the purple goop of instant death. The crates move to one side, they stop for a moment, and then they go to the other direction. I was really trying to make sure I could get through the two sets of crates moving across the purple goop of instant death without dying. Especially on that second set. I didn't think I was going to make it there, but thankfully I did. The first scientist was in a little nook in the wall near the Evronian I had to shoot down, and the second one was in this cage here, which I had to go in. And I am now grabbing onto the cage itself. That is really interesting. What am I... Oh, I'm grabbing the ledge. I'm guessing they never expected you to get near that wall of the cage. That's something. So yeah, the first scientist was inside a little hole in the wall near the Evronian I had to shoot down. The second one was in this cage. Now this door won't open until we go to this hole and press square. Once again, we're playing around with the remote X transformer. And we need to get to the end of this quarter. And as we're doing this, we also need to pick up some time. Otherwise, we're not really going to be able to get through this. You can do this with the brake. Or without the brake, is your choice. I do it without the brake because I can. And from here, now that we've hit that switch, we can now go over here. And I'm going to take care of the cool frame up front first. He's going to stand there for a moment, but I'm eventually going to be able to hit him again. And that's when I'm going to hit him again. Alright. Once we go in here, we will have to deal with cool flames. Multiple ones, in fact. I think only... Yeah, that's the one that just moves around on its own. And I'm trying really hard not to get shot a whole bunch. Please... Okay, yeah, that was the only one that really jumped around at all. I think the second or third one. And here is where we'll not only get a whole bunch of icons for our trip to the next checkpoint, but we need to find another... No, actually, we just need to hit the switch. I'm thinking a little later. Now here, we have some Evronians to deal with. I need to take care of the ones in front. Thankfully, none of the Evronians you'll see here have a shield, which is just great, because I do not feel like dealing with shield enemies today, given all the energy that I am currently losing at this point. Like, I am like below half health. This is the area I was thinking of. Let's get the stuff. Let's get the icons here. If I can somehow get to them, just hover at the right place at the right time. And there we go. We can't move past the cones. We can't move into them no matter how hard we try. And here's the hole that we need to press square in to use our remote X transformer. We need to be careful as we get the time here. Thankfully, we can get a lot of time here. And we can just keep pressing the square button after that pair of +5 icons that gives us 10 seconds. So that way, we can just shoot through all the cage bars and get to that switch to open this door. I am going to be watching. Okay, the first one, the second set of pushers move as soon as the first set goes out. Thankfully, I was kind of able to stay near the pusher there and not get shoved into the purple goop of instant death. Now here, we need to be careful, because you can hear the scientists near this door. We need to go in, run to the right, and get these guys. After dealing with a cool flame, of course. And of course, we need to break a cage wall if we want to get the third and last guy. Excellent. We have all 6 of the scientists for this stage. And now we just have one last set of movement-related obstacles in our path. We have crushers, we have conveyor belts, and we have some tough jumps to make. And there's some health here. I'm going to take it, even though it probably won't save me against some of the stuff that's around here. We got some crushers. Just take your time here. We got some more health. We got another conveyor belt with a bunch of mines. Now you actually need to hover your way here. Once you hover your way here, wait for the crushers, then make your move before you get crushed. Once you go over here, you end the stage, and there you go. That's the 6th level of the game finished. We have 36 scientists. We need 40 to beat the game. If we rescue at least 4 more scientists, we'll be able to do just that. But that's not good enough for me. I want to get all 60. So, yeah, this stage, more of the same coming from the canyon. Once again, we don't hear from one. We're just blasting through more Avronians. Things are starting to get just a little bit tougher. And that's really all I can say on that front, really. I wish we saw one more often. I wish there was more to the story than what we were getting, other than our conversations with one and the upgrades that we're getting. I wish there was more voice acting and more things that progress the story along. Instead, it almost feels like you're wandering aimlessly. Like, you had more things telling you what was going on in Quatshot starring Donald Duck, and I've replayed that again recently. What can you do? I'm under the impression this was supposed to be a PS1 game at first, and then it became a PS2 game sometime later in development. Anyway, we are now in the underground area, and I have the feeling that things might get particularly nasty here. But we won't know for sure until the next video. Join me next time where we play through the 7th level of the game, the Underground. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!